Hello everyone and welcome back to today's video. We are going to be doing some cleaning, decluttering, and a little bit of just a kitchen refresh. It just needs it. I'm going to be rearranging some things. But first off, the boys needed a dresser. So I got this IKEA dresser for about $99 and it was something else. You know, IKEA furniture, but it turned out to be extremely small. So we put it in the closet because that's where we wanted to be able to put it to really maximize space in their room. But I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be keeping it or not. So I didn't feel the need to share it. But you really can't beat $99 and it was solid wood. So we're going to use it for now. And then I'll have to do a really big clothes declutter for the boys. I'm not quite ready to do that yet just because we're getting into the summer. And yeah, I'll be doing that probably before school. So. Or maybe if I get bored, I'll go ahead and do it now. We'll see. But I am just cleaning up all of the cardboard out of here. And then I'm going to be putting the room back together. I also am going to be cleaning the carpet in here. So that's going to be really good and exciting. And this carpet has never been cleaned. So I was very surprised with how dirty it really, really was. Chris had built them some bunk beds and they are working out beautifully, but I'm still trying to move things around in the room to really optimize the space that we have. All of my boys are really big gamers, so they wanted to make sure to have a desk in here. This black desk up here is actually one that I had gotten for my shed, but Josiah loved it so much, I went ahead and switched it for a smaller one that I had let Isabella borrow. Got that back, and now Josiah has this one. And it is actually an IKEA desk as well, Facebook Marketplace, and it works out great for him. Noah has this chair that is broken. I need to get him a game chair, but he plays right here and Josiah goes right there. So I'm going to vacuum the carpet real good and the floor. It has felt so great having the beds like this, having the bunk beds. It really does help this space feel a lot better and a lot more open. I've also been having them make their beds every morning, although it's not 100%, they are doing a really good job. They don't understand the point of it, but I told them it just really builds great character and discipline, and it will just follow them for the rest of their days. They still think it's kind of pointless, but I told them some things you don't understand as kids, but one day you will when you're a parent yourself. And because I said so. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't say that. But yeah, they've been doing a really good job with keeping it cleaned and with having the bunk beds like this and really just clearing out a lot and decluttering a lot. They've been able to keep it this way. And I think that is one of the biggest benefits when it comes to decluttering and minimizing the stuff in your home. It is so much easier to keep clean and to maintain, especially boys who are busy and they just go, and they don't often watch the things that they're doing. It makes it almost effortless because everything has a home and they know where to put it. So highly recommend if your kids are having a hard time keeping their rooms clean, just minimize and declutter and it becomes so much more attainable. So I'm going to start off with my Tenneco carpet cleaner. This is the Carpet One Cruiser, and I've used many in the past, but I really, really love this. And there's a lot of features about this particular one that really just makes it stand out. The 330-watt powerful suction thoroughly soaks, deep cleans, and revitalizes your carpets in minutes. So it ensures a really spotless clean without the backflow or even leaks. After you're done cleaning the carpet, it has a very efficient way to even dry the carpet. So it dries faster after washing. No more waiting a long time for it to dry so you can move on with your day. By far, one of my favorite features with this cruiser carpet cleaner is that it has an innovative self-cleaning function, which it ensures effortless maintenance. That's what really sets this one apart from other carpet cleaners. Every part inside of the machine, including the brush roller, suction inlet, roller cover, the storage tray, all of it can be cleaner and flash dried in 5 minutes. Tenneco really ups the game when it comes to these types of self-cleaning machines. I love it. So it makes it a lot easier for me because if you want your machines to last longer, you have to clean them out. Not having to manually do that is awesome. Also, there is a bi-directional assist wheel, so it makes maneuvering a breeze, allowing you to clean all types of carpet effortlessly and with greater control. You can practically push this thing with one finger. It is incredible. The 3-speed power assess system can also automatically adjust force for different types of debris and so on the carpet. It's a really smart carpet cleaner. So if you want to clean your carpets more thoroughly, easier, and it even cleans itself, check out the Tenneco Carpet One Cruiser. It is incredible. I love it, and we are definitely going to be using this more often. I will have all the information about this particular carpet cruiser in my description box, so check them out. You know I love Tenneco, and I'm excited to bring another amazing unit to you. So I'm upstairs and I'm going to clean their carpet. I was really looking forward to doing this because this carpet, like I had mentioned, has never been cleaned. So I was really I don't want to say shocked because of course it hasn't been cleaned and it's been up here for 2 years, but well, not quite 2 years, but just the amount of dirt that these carpet cleaners get up just really shocks me. So you can go over the carpet multiple times and it just gets up so much each and every time. I really like this carpet cleaner because it was lightweight, and when you push it, it's like it propels itself, which is really nice. My hands get really fatigued, and it's nice that it just kind of keeps pushing itself. So also like that I can pick up the little canister there and move it along or around the house if I need to use it for something a little bit smaller. So very, very excited to have this a part of my cleaning tools. I did go over their carpet several times. Just wanted to make sure I got every little bit of it. And I like to go over it in multiple directions just to make sure I'm getting any deep down dirt. Now, I want to give you a little tip when it comes to cleaning your carpets. You know those garden sprayers, the little pumps? If you get one of those, fill it with your carpet cleaner, and you can get a really good concentrate that the professionals use. Zep also has a really great one. You spray that on your carpet and let it sit for about 15 minutes. Then you fill up your carpet cleaner with just regular hot water and no cleaner at all, and that will allow that chemical, the carpet cleaner, to actually get the dirt and to really work on it, because sometimes we will do these carpets and we go over it right away, obviously, because that's when it's spraying the liquid. But if you really have some deep down embedded stains and dirt, I want to encourage you to go ahead and spray it. Let it sit. Don't put any cleaner in the carpet cleaner itself, and then just have it clean the carpet. And it really makes a world of difference. We had to do that with the downstairs carpet in my room because it really had a musty dog smell. So we did that, and I found that it worked great. Also, the cleaner that Tenneco gives you is really, really good. So you could use that in that garden sprayer and let it sit for 15 minutes, and you'll be really shocked how much more dirt it gets up. So I'm going to start decluttering right here. This is where I will have some of our shoes and Emma's toys. These are her little baskets. My other kids, when they were small in the other house that we had, if you guys have been with me for all of 8 years, you may remember we had a playroom right in the front. So the last house there was no playroom, and this house is no playroom. We've thought about making the office area a playroom, but obviously we need to have that. So we have these little baskets around the house just to kind of catch her toys. It's mainly for me when I'm cleaning up in the evening and I just want to throw everything in here. So I have these baskets and I love it, but over time, things get thrown in here that we don't really need anymore. So just during some regular cleaning, this is my opportunity to just quickly go through there. Also get rid of any shoes that we don't need. You don't have to make a whole day of decluttering, just make it a part of your cleaning routine, and that way you'll be able to stay on top of it.
And if they ask us where we've been hiding, we'll just shake our heads. And when no one is listening, I confess.
So I'm going to use one of these dusters here. I was trying to think of the word, but it's a Swiffer. It's dry, and I'm just going to wipe all of the dust and animal hair off of here real quick. Sometimes I will use the Method wood cleaner. I really like that. It has a nice almond scent, but for the most part, when I'm just over here and I see that it's dusty, I don't worry about getting all of that out. That's kind of how I like to streamline my cleaning. I have days where we're going to dust and we're going to get all of the, wood cleaners out and the couch conditioners and all of those, but today is not that day. Today is not that day. I just wanted to get the house back to baseline. I wanted to declutter a couple of spaces that I had noticed were collecting things and just be able to enjoy the rest of my day. I'm going to fold up all of the blankets on here and then collect all of Emma's stuff. When she has a sitter come over, we like to have her color and paint. Emma goes through stages where she will color and paint for hours and then she'll want nothing to do with it. So I'm trying to get her back into that just because I find that it really is a calming activity for her. So I brought her chair in the middle of the floor with her stuff, and I was hoping to kind of get her excited about doing it again, but we're not quite there. What's so funny about her is she will often get a burst of energy right before bed. I'm sure many kids do. But of all day long, I've been encouraging her to play independently or let's color together or let's paint, things like that. And then it's time to get in bed and she's in her night-night clothes and we've brushed teeth and I go in her room and she's doing amazing independent play where I'll catch her at the dining room table just coloring and drawing, and I'm thinking of all the times. But what's so funny about that is I am the exact same way. I don't know if any of you guys can relate. I find that I get a burst of energy in the evenings. Not all the time because I am tired now that I have an extra kid here, but I have always been the type that had more energy in the evening. So I've got this Aunt Fanny's carpet powder. I got this from Amazon. You can get it from Thrive or Grove or all kinds of places, but I like it. It has a lemon scent and it is a clean carpet powder. So you don't have to worry about any synthetic, maybe not, I shouldn't say synthetic, but you don't have to worry about any of the nasties. And I really, really like it. You just sprinkle it on there, you let it sit for about 15 minutes, and then you vacuum it right up. But I will say when you vacuum up powder like this, just be prepared to pay attention to your vacuum and clean it out thoroughly and make sure to not forget about the filter because sometimes the powder can get caught up in there too. So just a little tip for you.
Hands in the stars, we're beautiful now. All of the plans
I am using the Dreamy Z20, and this was the vacuum I shared not too long ago. I really, really like it. My favorite thing is the light on the front. It illuminates everything, and I have not had a vacuum that had a light as good as this. I did have a friend who hasn't had a vacuum in over a year, and she was really in desperate need and they couldn't really get one. So I ended up giving this to her because I just felt like, I have the other one that is a corded vacuum. I have the older Shark. I didn't want to give her that one because I do notice a little bit of a dog smell, even when I wash the filter thoroughly. When I vacuum, sometimes you can get a little dog smell in there. So I didn't want to give her that one because she doesn't have animals and I just didn't think that would be right. So I gave her the next one that I love, and that was the Dreamy, and she is so thrilled. So I'm really excited to be able to bless her with that. I will say, though, my son came down and he was looking for it, and I told him that I gave it away, and he was pretty bummed. He's like, "Mom, but the light, it was so good." And I'm like, I know, but we've been blessed with so much, and she needed it more than I did, and this is what needs to happen. So it's a good thing. So I'm actually going to take the vacuum into the garage, and I got busy in there, and it was about 10-15 minutes later, and it dawned on me that the camera was still rolling. So I had to run back and turn it off as fast as possible. This camera does like to overheat, so I have to be careful with it a little bit. So I'm coming into the kitchen. I'm just going to wipe all the counters down. Obviously, first put everything away that needs to be put away. The kitchen doesn't get too terribly bad. I don't think I've had to do a extreme clean in here in quite some time. I've stayed on top of it, but I do like to just get the dishes that are in the sink and the dishwasher as fast as possible. Um, what's so funny though is sometimes the dishwasher will be open like today and the sink will have dishes. And I'm thinking, do you guys not see this thing open? But I know I have to train them. I know I have to remind myself that right now they're my babies and they're my little people, but I'm really training them to be young men and hopefully to be a spouse one day. So when I feel like, okay, I'll just do it for them, I try to remind myself that that's not doing them any favors. So I try to get them to come back down and put their things away.
Oh na na na, oh na na na, oh yeah. Oh, you know we were meant for this magic, but living in the moment, feeling ecstatic. And if the night gets cold, it's turning out.
I've been here like you saw. I just filled it up with some toys that don't need to be there anymore. Some shoes that they've grown out of. I was actually folding this blanket that I've had for so long. And then, like I always do, I realized, it doesn't smell fresh. And even when I wash it, it doesn't stay fresh for very long. So it can go. I've got some decent blankets over there. And then as I was cleaning the kitchen, I had noticed, I got this from Target and I really love it. But I had noticed that my produce, my apples especially, are rotting extremely fast. And I think it's because I stick a lot in here and then they press against these this metal, and it damages them and they are always getting rotten. So I am gonna give this to the girls. And then I had purchased some of these for oils, but true olive oils need to be in an opaque glass container, so I don't need this. Again, I'll give these to the girls if they want it. But I just wanted to share this, like while I'm cleaning, I'm putting things in a pile to get rid of because Decluttering is life-changing. It can change your life. But it doesn't have to be this epic experience every time. It can just be something as simple as cleaning your home and finding the things that don't work for you and just putting them in a pile and then taking care of them when you can. So you would think I would have no stuff with the amount of decluttering I do, but things still come into the house, things that we need, things that I think we need, or things that had for a while, or things that the kids had but now grow out of. That's just the whole process of decluttering. You have to stay on top of it. If it's just you and you're just one person in your home and you don't have to worry about anybody else, camera died. But anyway, it doesn't have to be like this big thing. Just as you're cleaning, you can go and you can put things in a pile and make it easy on yourself, but you gotta keep doing it. I don't know where it stopped, but if you're just one person in your home or whatever the case may be, it is probably easier for you to get rid of things that you don't want and it stay like that for a longer period of time. When we have so many people in the house, they have their own stuff, they grow out of their own stuff, they bring in their own stuff. I purchase stuff too. And although it's not in excess, it's stuff. And I definitely am more aware of the things that come in. My biggest weakness is home decor, but you know, it's okay to let things go. Even if you bought it and you had a really cute thing to do with it, like I had all my oils in here, and then you learn that oils aren't supposed to be in things like this. It's okay to let this go. That doesn't mean you are careless or whatever the case. Don't beat yourself up over it. And I'm really saying this about me because I tend to beat myself up over it. This was, I think, $20. This thing right here was 20 bucks, and I really liked it. I just noticed the fruit was getting rotten. I'm like, that don't make sense to me. But I think the girls could love it. If they don't have to have it. So just little steps here and there can make a lot of, it just helps keep things in order for longer. That's basically all it is. When I had more time to myself and I had more of a routine that I was doing and I wasn't, you know, I didn't have the little kids at home like I have Emma at home now, I was definitely on top of it more. It's more challenging for me now, but that's not a big deal. Challenge doesn't mean, a challenge isn't a bad thing, so. All right, I'm gonna put this in the garage. I'm actually just in the process of decluttering the garage again because it's time for Chris to go through his tools and it's getting pretty bad. So I've already been filming that on top of, now I'm gonna go add this in there. We've already gotten rid of, I think it was 4 bags, a nightstand, some decor, a lot of stuff. We got rid of a lot of stuff. It was all stuff from the inside of the house, truthfully, and stuff that I had just sitting out there getting ready to be stored. And I'm like, I don't want to store it anymore. I'm just going to get rid of it. So if I can find it, I'll put a clip right here. But we've already been in the process. The garage looks pretty good so far, but we've got a lot of tools to go through. I hope you can hear me over the dishwasher. I have it running. Chris took the boys to get a haircut and took Emma with them, which is a nice little minute for me just to have. So I'm gonna wipe all this down since I don't have the fruit tray here. I took all the fruit and actually just put it in the fridge. I don't know why, I'm not a big fan of fruit in the fridge. Maybe it's because we never did that, but the kids like it. So now I can decide what I want to do with this area. I originally put all of this somewhere else. I wasn't going to use these anymore because I wasn't 100% sure about them sealing, mainly because some of my pop containers from Better Homes and Gardens that I had gotten when I did like a big pantry refresh, they weren't keeping anything fresh. And then the OXO ones for the cereal is not fresh. So with that, kind of confused on what I wanted to do. I think I could try this here. That might look nice, right? This is pretty. Love this. My mom got me this for Christmas. Actually, no need to even plug it in. Don't even need to look up the ugly cord until I need to use it, and then I'll put it right back away. Right here. Now, perfect. Love the cream color. This is from Target, the Hearth and Hand line. And I love it because of the copper pot. I think it's so pretty. So now I've got my jars ready. I've got them all washed for my pantry declutter. We have this little corner. Do something over here. I'm gonna finish up wiping all the countertops off and just getting any of the crumbs that get caught behind here. And then I'm gonna try to make this a really nice little cozy spot. I like to turn on the light in the evening after I do the dishes. And it just makes this space like so warm and cozy. It's got a great like ambiance. So I don't burn a lot of candles, but having this lamp here is great. This lamp, I've had it for so many years and it's just sat in the closet, so I'm finally utilizing it. I did have the toaster over by the fridge, if you guys remember, but I wanted to bring it over this way since we moved the blender, and I really like the way it turned out. When I'm decorating, it takes me lots and lots of tries. I gotta kind of get it set up, step back and look at it, and then move it again. And even the next day, I might do that. I will fiddle with things a lot until it is absolutely the way I love it. So, and then it'll be like that for a couple weeks or a couple months, and then I'll be totally over it and I will switch everything up again. That's just how I've always been. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If this is your first time here, I just want to say welcome and thank you for watching all the way through. I would love for you to consider hitting that subscribe button, and would you all like this video? It's a small little thing, but it really does help support my channel. So I really appreciate when you guys do that. Also, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing today. Communicate with each other. Just check on one another, because this is a wonderful community and we can make this a safe place for us. So really, I want to encourage you guys to love on each other in the comments. So again, thank you all so much for being here. Time is a precious commodity, and the fact that you spent it with me really truly means the world to me, and I'm just so incredibly thankful for your presence here. So I enjoy making these videos. I'm really enjoying making content again. I don't know, I just get a spark every so often, and I've just been enjoying it. So I hope you guys are enjoying it too. I'm trying to create a very safe, warm and welcoming space here, and I hope that you guys find value and you feel motivated, encouraged when the video is over. So I hope you guys enjoy this little decorating content as well, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And don't forget, no matter what you're going through in this world, you are not alone. You are loved, you are worthy, and I am so incredibly thankful for you. I'll see you soon. Bye.